Most people spend their entire lives trying to be good. They avoid conflict, they never raise their voice, and they say yes even when their soul is screaming no. If this sounds like you, you likely believe you are a virtuous person. You believe your self-sacrifice is a badge of honor, but here is the truth that philosophy and psychology have known for centuries: your niceness isn't a choice. It's a prison. You aren't being kind because you have a big heart, you're being nice because you're terrified of what will happen if you aren't. Today, we are going to use the combined wisdom of Carl Jung and Friedrich Nietzsche to dismantle the nice person trap, understand why being harmless is actually a form of moral cowardice, and learn how to finally become truly dangerous, and therefore, truly good. Segment 1, The Illusion of Morality. Friedrich Nietzsche was one of the first to call out the bluff of the nice person. He looked at the society of his time, and by extension, ours, and saw a herd of people who mistook their inability to act for a moral choice. Nietzsche famously noted that a person who is unable to be a predator is not virtuous for being a sheep. Think about that. If you lack the teeth to bite, your decision not to bite means nothing. It is a biological necessity, not a moral triumph. In the modern West, from the high-pressure corporate offices of London to the social circles of New York, we have been conditioned to value agreeableness. We are taught that to be nice is to be safe. But as Nietzsche argued, this slave morality is simply a way for the weak to feel superior to the strong. By being nice, you are effectively telling the world, I am harmless, please don't hurt me. You are trading your potential, your boundaries, and your identity for a temporary sense of security. But that security comes at a devastating cost. Segment 2, The Shadow and the Hidden Contract. This is where Carl Jung enters the frame. Jung understood that every human has a shadow, a dark side that contains everything we've been told is unacceptable: our anger, our sexuality, our desire for power, and our capacity for aggression. The nice person doesn't just hide their shadow, they pretend it doesn't exist. They push it so far down that they truly believe they are pure. But Jung warned that the shadow is like a coiled spring. The more you suppress it, the more violent its eventual release. This suppression leads to what psychologists call the hidden contract. You are nice to everyone because you subconsciously expect them to be nice back. You are buying their approval. But when they inevitably treat you poorly, or when they don't give you the promotion or the affection you feel you've earned with your niceness, you feel a deep, toxic resentment. You aren't a martyr. You are a frustrated negotiator whose hidden contracts are being defaulted on every single day. Segment 3, Becoming Dangerous, the Solution. So, what is the alternative? Does philosophy suggest we become villains? Quite the opposite. Jordan Peterson, a modern interpreter of these ideas, often says, you should be a monster, and then learn how to control it. True virtue is not found in the absence of power, it is found in the disciplined use of it. A person who has the capacity to be aggressive, to say no, and to stand their ground, but chooses to be kind, is a person of immense character. That is kindness. Everything else is just niceness. To escape the trap, you must integrate your shadow. You must stop being harmless. This doesn't mean becoming a bully. It means developing the strength to protect your time, your energy, and your values. It means being willing to cause a temporary conflict to preserve your long-term integrity. The first step, your transformation, begins with a simple, uncomfortable act. Today, find one situation where you would normally say yes out of habit or fear, and say no. Observe the guilt that follows. Sit with it. That guilt isn't a sign that you've done something wrong, it's the sound of your old, harmless self dying. Stop being a nice person. Start being a real one.